My name is Sarah Castro.
My name's Elizabeth Tide Santa Maria.
My name is Carmina Cariaga. I am an apheresis nurse. I'm one of the three with Sarah and Elizabeth.
It was pretty obvious right away that these are some of the best nurses I've ever worked with. The fact that there's 3 of them here together is insane.
I think that these nurses have the whole package, the technical skills, the medical knowledge, they have the bedside manners, they manage time in an effective way, and they are such great team members. And they work so closely with the NMDP, with Mackenzie. They have become one of the strongest teams that I have seen in this field since I started my career.
Because we have such a great team, it doesn't even feel like a job. It feels like we're just doing what we love to do.
Carmina and I, we've been best friends since high school. She's very smart, very caring person, very family-oriented.
I asked her to come work with me because I knew I could just trust her. And she is actually the person that we look to every time we need to troubleshoot. With the central lines, I learned a lot from her.
And then when we started expanding to doing 3 collections a day, that's when Elizabeth came on board. She was just nailing everything that, we taught her.
The donation process comes with challenges that you were not even expecting.
So when an urgent transfer donor comes in our back of our mind, we already know they're exhausted. They probably went through an overnight flight to come here. They've been poked probably multiple times, so their mindset is probably negative at the time.
Sometimes patients have been referred here from other centers because no one else was able to canalize a vein.
When they get here in the morning, we'll see where they're at, where their head's at. I feel like a big part of it is if the donor's really worried, I feel like that can impact the collections. Our biggest thing is putting the donor at ease, trying to really establish that trust with them.
We just welcome them with a smile, see how they're feeling. We try to get them comfortable.
To read the room, and even with the companions that are with them, calms them down too, knowing that we're there to take care of not just even the donor, but also them too.
They just hope that maybe a central line won't be needed.
Even though central lines are safe, they do tend to put the donor through a lot more, and there's slightly higher risk for that.
If you get a central line, you have to come back the next day to make sure that you have clotted, that the insertion site is clotted, and you can go home and you're safe and you're not going to bleed out. Where if you just have peripheral access, which these nurses are amazing at doing, you go home that night.
So each donor is different, of course. Some of them have really tiny, skinny veins, and then some of them have really deep but good veins, and then some have good veins, but they collapse with the rate of the machine.
Our goal is to put that apheresis needle in the middle of the vein using our ultrasound machine. Our ultrasound machine is basically our third eye. And we show them hey, look at this. There's actually a nice vein here.
Ultrasound IV looks easy, but it's a skill that you have to really practice and do on a daily basis to improve on it.
This group of nurses has always been dedicated to find out about ways to simplify procedures, to avoid complications.
We started with 1 collection per day. Now we're doing up to 3 to 4 collections per day. We're not just saving now 1 life per day, now we're helping to save 3 to 4. That is just, mind-blowing.
It helps that we have Mackenzie, she's fantastic, and we have the rest of the NMDP team. They allow us to be able to focus on the donor.
Working with Sarah, Carmina, and Elizabeth, I'm spoiled. It's not just a job, it's not just going through the motions, it's creating a relationship with that donor, learning that donor's story, making sure that they're comfortable. It's just something you don't see everywhere.
So the 3 of us, it's kind of like we're the Avengers in a way. The 3 of us really make a great team, and it's so nice that I can rely on each of them. And whenever Mackenzie tells us, hey, we have an urgent transfer, nowadays we're just all right, bring them in.